Hello, welcome to this new part 4 video tutorial for the B2B marketplace for the WooCommerce platform. And in today's video tutorial, we'll be showing you the customer and workflow, wherein we'll be showing you how the customers would be able to submit a quick order, how they can request for the quotes, and how they can basically create their buying leads. And before I proceed further to show you the working at the customer's end on the web store front end for the B2B marketplace for the WooCommerce platform, I'll give you a gist about the topics we'll be covering. So basically, we'll be seeing how the customers can quick order so as to quickly add and purchase the products by searching them using a product name or SKU. We'll also be seeing how the user would be able to add more rows to the quote orders and how they can select and add the products with the help of the auto suggestions. And apart from that, a customer would also be able to upload a CSV file uh, that can be used to add the products for the quick order. So we'll just take you through the quick order first, and then we'll be seeing the request for quote, and lastly we'll also be showing you the chat that the customer can make with the respective products seller. So the customer just needs to be on a particular product page, and there he'll be finding the chat option for chatting with the respective seller for that particular product. So now let's get ahead and let's go to the web so front end for the B2B marketplace for the WooCommerce platform, and let's see how the quick order works initially. So for that, let me go to the front end now. So right now you can see that I'm at the B2B marketplace for the WooCommerce homepage right now, and basically I've tapped on the my account section so as to log into my customer account. So under the customer details here, you can see that I have this login section. So I've entered my username, password for the customer, and now I'll tap on the login button to log into my customer account first. So now you can see that I've logged into my customer account, and on the left hand side you can see the dashboard, orders, downloads, quotations, buying leads, favorite shop, and the logout button. So let me show you first how customer would be able to chat with the respective products supplier. And for that, what I'll be doing is I'll just go to one of the products that are there for the quick order there. I'll go to the shop page where all of the products are basically listed within the WooCommerce platform. So here I'm at the WooCommerce B2B marketplace homepage right now, and I'm on one of the product pages, as you can see. And here we have different options that can be used by a customer. So let me show you how a customer would be first able to chat with the product that we are currently on. For this particular product, the seller would be available for chat. So on the bottom right hand side, you can see that the seller for this product is online right now, and the name of the supplier is Doe, and he's online. So basically you can tap here on the message supplier button that you can see. Otherwise you can directly click here on the chat window itself. So let me tap message supplier, and this brings up this chat window, and from here the customers basically can directly chat with the supplier that we are having for this particular product that we have. So for example, if I type in here directly, and after that I can type the right app, and the message is sent out to the respective seller. So I'll just show you this from the seller's perspective as well. So just remember that we had typed in hey directly. So this was about the chat, and apart from that, on the product page itself here we have this section more information. So I'll just tap on the drop down option there, and here you can see the average rating for this particular product that we have, and for the shop as well, and the response time of this particular product shop. And here we have two different options that can be used. So the customer can make a quick order by tapping here on this quick order button, or if he wants to request the product in bulk with his own price, stating his own price, and he can choose the request for quote. So I'll just tap on the quick order button for this particular product, that is Flying Ninja, and after tapping the quick order, we're here at the supplier profile page, as you can see. And here we have the supply, the name of the supplier, the average ratings and responses. So basically, the customers can also chat with the respective seller by tapping here on the message supplier button on the right hand side. So as soon as we have tapped on the quick order button for the product, we are redirected to that particular product supplier, and we can see the supplier profile page, as you can see here. And from here, the customer basically can make a review, check the products, check the profile of this particular seller, check the details of the company, can tap here on the quick order to make a quick order. To make a request for the quote, he can tap there and can check the policies and the contact info for that particular supplier. So to make a quick order, there are two ways we can do that. The first way is to upload your order along with the product and the quantities. So you just need to tap here on the get direction option, and that brings up how you can basically import the Excel .csv file. And from here you can tap here on the sample CSV file so as to download that particular file, wherein you will be able to enter the product IDs or the SKUs in the first column, and you can enter the product quantities within the column number B. So please do not include any prefixes, dashes, or any other punctuations within the item numbers. And basically you just need to save the file on your computer and within the CSV format, and then you need to upload that up to bulk upload your quick order products. So I've already downloaded this particular CSV file. So here is the file, and you can see two different columns are there. One is for the SKU and the product ID, and the other one is for the quantity. So you can basically go ahead and enter the product IDs or the SKUs according to their respective quantities, and this can be done in bulk so that you can basically add multiple number of products at the same time for the quick order. So now let me minimize this. So that was how we can do a quick order. And after you basically choose the file here that you had downloaded, and after you have added the products to it, so here you can see that we have the quick order CSV file uploaded. After that, you just need to tap here on the upload button, and that would add the products that are there within that CSV file. And after you have tapped here on the upload button, you will be directly passed on to the cart page. So let me show you that. Let me tap the upload button, and now you can see right now we are at the cart itself. So our products that were there within that particular CSV are being displayed here within the cart itself. And thereafter the customer would be able to make a checkout very easily. Now let me go back to the shop page once again, and now I'll be showing you how we can add the quick order from the quick order section once again. So here I'm at the shop page. So now what I'll be doing is I'll be choosing this product, that is the ship your idea tool. So basically this product has variations within it. So the variations being the color for this particular product, we have a black and a green for this. And to quick order, we just need to tap here on the more information downlink, and here we can see the quick order and the request for quote. So what I'll be doing is I'll be first choosing the color, and after choosing the color for this product, what I'll do is I'll tap on the quick order button. So apart from this button, you can also tap here on the header for the quick order and the request for quote to reach these particular sections quickly. So here we are on the quick order section, and I just showed you how we can do the CSV upload for the quick order, how we can upload the products in bulk and make a quick order by placing the order very quickly. So after that, now if you're not using the CSV, you just can basically add the products to the quick order by tapping here on the add more rows button. So if I tap on the add more rows button, it brings up a number of sections to add our products. So for example, if I type in ship your idea, for example, so if I choose that up, you can see that the product automatically gets added here along with the color that we had chosen on the product page itself. We can basically set the quantity for this product, and you would have seen that as soon as I started typing in, for example, if I again enter ship, you can see that the auto suggestions for the products that are there within the WooCommerce store are being displayed to the customer. So here I've added the product once again using the quick order. So this is the manual thing without the use of CSV file, where we could add all the products at the same time. So here we need to add the products one by one. And after we have basically added the products here, we can basically tap here on the create order button, and that would add all of these products into the cart so that the customer can now proceed further for making a checkout. So here you can see that all the products are there within the cart after we have tapped the create order button. And here's the product that we've just added manually to this already created list of the quick order products. And then the customer can just tap on the proceed to checkout button, so as to choose his shipping and the payment information, and can then place the order very easily. So that was how the quick order basically can be used by the customers. Now let's go ahead and let's see how the request for quote works within the B2B marketplace. For that, I'll again go to the shop page, and we'll be opening one product that we want to request for quote. So for example, all right, so let's choose this product. That's the Ninja Silhouette Simple. And on the product page, basically here you can see the more information section. Just drop down, and now we can tap here in the request for quote. Otherwise, if you directly want to reach the request for quote, you can tap here on the request for quote button, or the link actually. And now here basically a customer can create a request for the RFQ, and it's a business process where a customer can basically request a quote from the supplier for the purchase of specific products or services. And here customer can request for custom products as well. So after the customer has tapped on the request to quote button on the product page, or from the link within the header, that's the request for quote, the customer would be able to see the request for quote section, wherein he can generate the request for quote. So within this form, the customer will enter the information like the categories where the products belongs to. For example, if it belongs to clothing, he'll choose it as clothing. Then the name of the product, for example, we'll choose Ninja product. After that, if the customer wants, he can add the description for the product as per his own requirement there. Then the customer would be able to enter the quantity that is required by the customer itself. So basically the minimum quantity is 100, so we need to enter above 100, so let's set it as 120. Then we can set the price for each of the units there. So let's set it as only $20. The customer can add sample images as well for the product that he wants to request for quote. And after that, so after we've entered the information here from the top, here we can see an option or the button that's for the add product. Let me tap on that. So it has added the above details, and it has set the product name, the quantity, price, and the action as well. So you can also delete it from this particular section. To add more products here, you can again enter the category, product name, description, quantity, price, and the sample images, and then tap on the add product button. And now after you have done that, now we need to enter the quote, what we say as the quote title. So we'll enter the title for the quote. For example, I'll set it as my example quote. We can set up the quote description, discounted price for $20. And if we have any images, we can add the images. Then we need to enter the company name of the company or the organization, and then we need to enter the email of the customer itself. So we'll just enter the email. For example, I'll enter test@webcool.com. Then we have the project description, so it's a small description for the quote. I'll set it as discounted price. If any other thing you want to enter, you can enter that up. And lastly, the customer just needs to tap here on the request for quote button, and this would create a new request for quote thing there. and that would be visible to the respective supplier, as well as can be checked by the customer himself. So you can see that the quotation has been saved successfully. And if I now go to my account section, and then I go to the quotation section, it's for the customer basically. So under the quotation link, you will be able to see all of the quotations that I've already edited, and the quotation that I've just created as well. And under the my quotes, the customer would be able to view the particular quotes that he has edited and can delete them as well. Apart from that, the customer can check the status of each of the created quotations under this section, along with the number of products and the quote quantity with the creation date as well. Now let me show you how these quotes would appear to the supplier. So I'll be navigating, and I'll be logging out the customer, and I'll log in as a seller thereafter. So I'll just log out of my account here, and now I'll just be adding I'll be logging in to my seller account or the supplier account. And after I've logged into my supplier account, I'll be able to see my dashboard initially. So from here, what I'll do is I'll go to the quotes section. So under this section, the the suppliers would be able to check the RFQs, and they can basically check the details as well. And from the bulk actions, they can delete any of the created what we say as the RFQs. And the supplier basically can submit the quotes under the action column there. So for example, if I try and view this particular request for quote that the customer has set up, so here we can see that there are no attachments for this, but we have received a quote for the product, uh, and here you can see the quantity, price, and the total for that as well. So now the seller can navigate to this actions column for this particular code that has been submitted, and he can tap here on the view code button under the actions column, and thereafter he'll be able to see the complete details as well, as you can see here. So right now this code has been already completed. Now let me go back and let me open. All right, so let's open this up by tapping the view button. So a supplier would tap that. This brings up the attributes, if any, for the product, the quote items, and the details. So let's tap on the action button there, and this brings up the supplier code. And here you can see that the quotation number is there, quoted units, and the rest of the details as well. And here you can see that we can basically message the customer back, and we can add the comments as well. We can tap here on the messages, okay done, for example, and we can add that particular comment to this RFQ, and this comment can then be checked by the customer under his own account by navigating to the my quotes section. And the customer can also basically send a message to the supplier and approve or reject quote as well. So after approval, a customer can add their respective products to the cart, and thereafter he can basically check out using the what we say as the price that has been negotiated for the chosen quantity of that product. So that was how the customers can RFQ a product for the marketplace sellers. So right now I have logged into my customer account, and under my quote section here I'll be able to see the quotation list. And for example, this is a pending order here, a pending quotation here for the hoodie custom ninja. I'll tap on the view button here, and that brings up the details of this particular quote, the quote summary as well. And here you can see the attachments, the attributes, the quoted items. I can tap here on the actions button on the button under the actions column there, and that brings up the quotes for that particular product. And here you can see that we also have the comments visible. And for example, I had just typed in okay done for this particular conversation with the supply itself. So apart from that, here the customer can basically comment back by tapping the message button. And apart from that, the customer can basically approve the quote or reject the quote. So if the customer needs to approve the quote and wants to purchase the products on the quoted price for the quoted quantity, he can tap here on the approve quote button, and can tap the OK button on the prompt there. So here you can see that the code has been approved successfully. Let me tap OK button. After the approval, let me go back one step. Alright, for that what I'll do is I'll just go back to this general tab now, and now you can see that under the actions column the customer can see this cart icon, and now tapping that up would add his product, that's the Patient Ninja hoodie, into the cart with the price that has been fixed by between the customer and the seller with the quantities, and thereafter the customer can basically proceed to the checkout to purchase the products that have been requested for the code with the applicable discounts as well. So that was much about the B2B marketplace for the WooCommerce platform, and if you have any questions, queries or suggestions, then you can always get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you may raise a ticket at webcool.us.com. So we have shown you all these options that are there within this particular B2B marketplace for the WooCommerce platform, and now I'll be making one more general overview video for this B2B marketplace for WooCommerce, wherein I'll be letting you know how we can set up the chat system, what are the requirements, how you can make use of a shared or the other hosting types, and the rest of the queries that the customers usually ask while they are installing the B2B marketplace for the WooCommerce, so that it can work just like plug and play thing. So thanks for watching this video.